We only have enough oil to last about 40 years, and that does not take into consideration the population growth or economic expansion. Even if we drill in Alaska or go offshore, the oil in Alaska will last less than a year. Even if we find the maximum, it'll only last worldwide about 3 years, since the world uses 30 billion barrels a year. We in the United States, by the way, use about 7.5 billion barrels a year. So we have to get on a totally different energy regime. And we have to do it in 30 years. We don't have much time. The only energy source that will support a planet with 6.5 to 9 billion people is nuclear energy. There is no other choice, and not nuclear as we know it today. Many people are concerned about nuclear energy, but the new nuclear technology answers most of these questions, which I'm going to discuss with you today. I'm surprised that when I was doing the research for the book that we didn't know more about it too, but in interviewing nuclear scientists for this book, they were telling me that they have no voice. That's why I wrote this book. It's way past time when the people of the United States, and in fact the world, way past the time when they should know the truth. There are three major problems that are being brought out by the public, and that is the storage problem, the nuclear waste storage problem, the proliferation, and safety. The fast neutron reactors that I'm recommending, along with the URX Plus processing, they are going to use the material that we were going to throw away in Yucca Mountain. And after they get done burning this fuel, the residue that's left we only have to store for 300 to 500 years rather than 10,000 years. In addition to that, my understanding is that in probably 10 years, scientists will find a way to actually transmute this residue to totally benign compounds. If we just recycle the material that we were going to throw away in Yucca Mountain, we won't have to mine any more uranium for probably 300 to 400 or 500 years. The biggest problem with nuclear has always been considered what to do with the waste. This does solve that problem. Proliferation is another one of the major concerns, and I think the proliferation worry should be concentrated on the nuclear weapons that are already out there, 30,000 of them. Weapons-grade material is very different from reactor-grade material, and to use reactor-grade material to make a bomb is next to ridiculous. First of all, it's very difficult, nigh on to impossible, and very, very dangerous. GNEP, the Global Nuclear Energy Partnership, is what I think is one of the genius ideas of this century. The GNEP is completely and thoroughly explained in the book, and I think it will answer your concerns. You know, that is a major myth. The nuclear industry has actually been the safest industry of all by far. It's amazing to me that the general public doesn't know this. The nuclear energy can kill people. Fossil fuels do kill people. Just so I can be totally clear on this point, fossil fuels kills 50,000 people a year in the United States, and the estimates for the world are about 2 million people. You know that there are over 400 nuclear reactors around the world, and there's over 100 in the United States. So it's already with us, and anything we do in the future will be safer. This is where people are really misinformed. 3 Mile Island, not one person was exposed to radiation above the allowable limit set by federal regulations. On top of that, this was the worst possible accident, where we had a core meltdown. Everything worked. All the safety precautions worked, all the safety provisions, they all worked. Not one person died. I'll repeat that. Yes, people did die of Chernobyl. It was an accident waiting to happen. But even here, where they predicted that there'd be several 100,000 people dying from this accident, the actual number is less than 60. Albeit tragic, there was a lot less people dying than die every year from the use of fossil fuels. This kind of an accident could not happen in the United States. We have a completely different design, and then we have a containment building that they did not have around the Chernobyl plant. With fast neutron reactors, the fuel will last over 100,000 years. That's renewable as far as I'm concerned. As a matter of fact, one of the scientists said it will last until the sun engulfs the earth. That's a long time. My only agenda is to secure a future for my kids and my grandkids and your grandkids. You know, the best thing all of us can do is to get as informed as we possibly can so we can be part of the solution. Because once we're informed, we can demand the proper action by our government.